Hello everyone, hi Ashutosh this side, and today we are going to talk about the sector, the theme, and the particular counter which will stay relevant even after the 20-30 years right from now. And this is not a machine learning or artificial intelligence or robotics or cyber security or electric vehicle or green energy or whatever or supply chain. It is a different and probably the most unique for the people who have not heard about it, and the people, there are so many people who might be working in it and not knowing its potential. So the theme name is data analytics. So the first thing I'll tell you, I'll put numbers in front of you to build my thesis a step by step so that it looks convincing. I mean, it's convincing itself. So the global data analytics market is growing at a CAGR of 25% from 2021 to 2022 to 2030. Like in 10 years, it will be growing at a CAGR of 25%. So suppose if something, a particular sector which is growing at a CAGR of 25% year on year for the next 10 years, and imagine what amount of growth its market leader will probably enhance or probably clock. This is something very different. And why data analytics? Now I'll tell you. So first of all, I'll put three example in front of you. The first one will be of Asian Paints. You know, Asian Paint is not a paint company, it's a data company. And I'm not saying this. It is said by the all the analysts, be it HSBC, be it Morgan Stanley, be it anyone, because Asian Paints had supercomputer even before the ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, had one. And then they started doing data analytics, they started doing predictive analysis, like what customers like, where should we focus which thing, how to gain market share and everything. And you know how huge Asian Paint has become by leveraging on this. This is the same story with the HDFC Bank, like how HDFC Bank is leveraging on data and they have killed the banking mafias. HDFC Bank is probably the strongest and most loved franchise of bank throughout the world. And this is the data analytics which they have leveraged also. Right from it taking 3 days, 4 days to a month for sanctioning a loan, and then people going for bridge finance and everything, and now they, with the use of this technology and everything, they are sanctioning loan in like literally 10 seconds. They are predicting who are their potential customer. They are targeting the government officers who derive the constant income, and that's how they are growing. They are growing huge. If you look at the returns of HDFC Bank, it's a mighty one. Just track the past records. And third one is Bajaj Finance. You know, the Bajaj Finance is growing 70% in these trying times. How is it possible, man, to grow to grow? How is it possible for an NBFC to grow at this rate, like 70% year on year? Because they are leveraging on data. I'll put the long story short, cut it. So what they did is like they track the best doctors, because you know doctors always earn a huge chunk of amount from their customer, and they have like good access to cash because they mostly get cash. And it's like you go to them, they'll charge 100 or 1,000 whatever their fees is. And that's why they started targeting the top doctors in the top area, and then they told them that why don't you leverage on some good technologies. So they started giving them loan to buy some good machinery, install some good advanced machinery for ENT and everything. And doctors are, you know, they are very flexible, like they accepted and they took loan from them. The doctors get benefited in their business, and Bajaj Finance got its loan back because of huge cash flow they generate. So this is how they knew. And this is not like one employee came to them and told them like let's focus on doctors. It is all this big data analytics. And in these trying times, you know, even if you are active in stock market, you will notice one thing, that we want a company to grow at 15%. If it doesn't grow, or if it miss in even a single quarter, we'll just go on and sell them. Even we have this expectation from the huge leaders like Titan, Berger Paints, from Asian Paints, and everyone from Pidilite and from TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Reliance. And that is a one thing, because after a point it's not possible for you to grow 15%. Like, even though the 15% looks like or sounds like not a huge figure, but it takes lots of guts, lots of strategies, and all the demographics to be in your favor to grow at 15%. So it's hard to grow year on year at 15% organically. But inorganically, by doing mergers, by doing acquisition, by finding a strategic decision, you can do it. But for this, you require a huge leverage on data analytics. So that's why in a coming time, all the firms who are the growth oriented need to need to have data analytics into them. Even if they are not doing now, they probably start doing it from the 5 years down the line. So that's why the data analytics is huge. And in this data analytics, you have everything. Like, there is a supply chain analytics in it, there is a risk management in it, the predictive analytics in it. If your business is a digital based business, then there is like a subscription based analytics. If your business is very risk driven business, be it like airline business where the fluctuation keeps on happening, so you can mitigate your risk, you can predict your risk. If you are into cyclical like steel, like sugar, like paper, then you can predict your next cycle, though not with that much accuracy, but at least you can have the clue when the next cycle will come and what you have to do in order to get into this next cycle. So this is all is possible because of data analytics. And even if you track the news on a continuous basis, you will realize that even in the past, the Paytm, the CDSL had to had to hear the flag of the government because they sold data to the Chinese investor. And we always say this, like, our data are being sold to the Chinese people, and what they do with this data, they just use it for prediction. Because India is such a huge market, no, if you can do prediction here, because there are 28 29 states, there are different culture, there are different languages, and if you can do prediction here, no, you have such a huge potential. You can do anything in India, because it's still growing. You are getting a emerging market with such huge population here. So India is everybody's potential market. But you can do all this stuff with the help of data analytics. You just can't go and do market research, because market research is very like narrow, it's a very shallow field. But data analytics, use data analytics with the help of consulting. And one company which came to my mind while I've been doing this research was Latent View. Latent View is into all of this. It was into the big data, it was into the consulting, it was into the machine learning, it was into AI, and subscription based modeling, subscription based risk mitigating factors, everything they had on their cards. So this is huge, but that doesn't mean you should buy this company at this price, because I always preach value investing. And if you go by the value investing, it's not to say it's not feasible to buy this, because it's overvalued at this point. But you can track this company, you can think on this company, and by the time you think that it's a good time to put your money in it, you can put it. Because I've been doing about this company, they have subscription based model. I've been reading one report on a Bloomberg. They said forget finance, the next big thing is supply chain. And when I went to their the company's profile, Latent View's profile, they are also into supply chain analytics. I mean, how well diversified this company is. Latent, let me put Latent View business. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't have net right now. So that's why I think the future theme will be a supply chain. Okay, I want to add one, two more points, because when I do research, I always go to their LinkedIn. I always try to form connection with the people who are working there to find out the culture. I go to Glassdoor to find out the salary, and most important, the culture. I look into the attrition, everything, HR policy, if the company have anything inside, like they are like they preach bond or anything. I've been looking, and what I found out was they are only hiring from the top IIMs or IITs. They are not going to tier 2, tier 3 colleges, like at least what I have found right now. That means they are doing something important. Even I've been listening to their CFO's interview where he was saying they were sitting on 1,000 crore cash Imagine a service based company sitting on 1,000 crore cash. What is the next thing that it will do? It will do some inorganic acquisition to grow, because you don't you can't do I mean, you can do capex, and because at the end of the day it will turn into your profit, because Saurabh Mukherjee has beautifully said that today's free cash flow is tomorrow's profit. So in my personal opinion, I find Latent View a very good business in all the aspect. Even I am learning about them, because there are a lot of things that I don't know, like what are these terminologies and everything. But that doesn't mean I've been talking so much good about this, so you should buy this, because IPO was valued at 192 and stock is trading at 400. So why would you pay double amount to buy something which is good? But let's wait for some correction, man. And I'm not a SEBI registered analyst, so that's why I cannot give you a buy or sell recommendation. But I can give you a think recommendation. You can think about it. You can ask your friend. And one more thing that I want to add is, like, the salary of this IT people are drawing, like, even look around you, man. My friends who are working on 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs, now they are drawing salary of 13, 14 lakhs just because they shifted to this data analytics. Means if certain sector is paying you huge money, no, there is a lot of potential in it. Otherwise, why would you pay? Otherwise, on all the other part, you are getting the normal salary, starting salary at 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs. But why are you are getting 13 lakhs, 14 lakhs into this? Because there's a lot of potential in it. Sooner or later, India will realize, and everyone will realize it. And I think it's better to identify the theme in advance. And this is not a wholesome research. I'm still learning about it. I'll make 1 or 2 or 3 videos when I'll be completing with my learning. So that's all from my side. I rest my thesis here. And genuinely, if you know something, no, because I'm not I'm a commerce graduate. I don't know much about this technology and everything. But if you know something internally, you can put it on comment section. We'll do further research on it. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Signing off, Ashutosh.